Welcome back to the Peniaphobia pod, episode
18?
19.
19. We have skipped a week due to some technical errors.
Tough,
We skipped shit ton of weeks.
We had some
sadly.
we had
It's
some
already
errors
20.
with the last episode.
2025.
So this episode's going to be the best yet.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here with my fellow hosts. Say hello
Howdy.
What's going on?
Hello there.
if you don't know their name. Me, Nick, Quaid, Chris, Jesse, your four hosts.
Oh, yeah.
Just to start off real quick, I got some news that happened this week. So, Ninja
I heard this morning. I was actually going to bring this up.
Ninja has, what is that, melanoma?
Melanoma.
It's a cancer that basically, it's like little
Little
like
skin
ligma?
cancer?
skin, little moles, yeah. They're moles, and basically he had one on his foot, and
Dang.
I believe they removed it, but they're not sure if he has it or not, if it like...
Huh. Do you know what melanoma is, Mr. Doctor?
I was about to say, okay. So
Explain it.
in my field of work, we have a lot of people come in with
Mhm.
melanoma, and melanoma is skin cancer, but it's not considered cancer based, I guess you could say.
Really?
So literally just a small surgery and you can get rid of the spots. Sometimes it'll spread to other spots. It
Oh, so
won't
he's
go-
being a dramatic little
he's being
bitch.
over dramatic because it's not considered
Damn.
a cancer.
What if he dies?
So
That'd be
you
unreal.
could
I'd
say
probably cry.
it's melanoma my balls.
That was dope.
What?
Damn!
No, it's just think of it as like moles growing more rapidly.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not malignant or anything.
So, like, you could be covered in moles if you didn't take care of it
Yeah,
type
but
shit?
like if it's like in a spot you don't want it to be, like let's say
The
your
cooter?
freaking eye or your
Oh, yeah,
coochie,
yeah.
your ball sack, yeah,
Fair.
of course it's gonna be freaking annoying. But like if you have it on your foot, like the worst it's gonna do is just not
Amputate
it's
it?
basically a wart.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
literally all it is. I think he's just being over.
That's interesting.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I guess there's really irrelevant then.
myeloma on the other hand is blood cancer.
Okay.
So there's myeloma, melanoma. So he's being overdramatic.
Okay.
What if he has the blood cancer and it got it wrong?
That could be possible,
It's
but I
possible.
swear it was a wart on the bottom of his foot, is what it
Okay.
said.
I heard something on his foot.
They literally, we have like 20 people coming a day. Like, have you ever been diagnosed with cancer? Like, oh, I just had skin cancer. Like yeah, so nothing serious, you know. Like literally, they themselves say it. It's funny.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I feel like I'd probably kill myself if I
Cancer is
heard the word
pretty funny,
cancer.
it's cancer, but it's not considered a cancer. Basically,
My grandpa died of cancer for real. L.
Same.
Tough.
I'm on my way too.
my grandpa has
Shit.
diabetes.
Everyone in my family has diabetes.
Alrighty, is that what else you got?
That's the news. I mean, that really didn't need to be news if it's like irrelevant.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ninja.
Yeah, I didn't really know it wasn't that big of a deal. I thought
Hopefully it
bro was,
doesn't
like,
get
gonna
bigger,
die.
Ninja. I
Other
love you.
news, I guess.
Ooh.
Did you guys hear about the bridge? In
Oh,
I
Baltimore?
did.
yes.
The bridge in Baltimore that got hit by the cargo ship.
That's funny.
That
Yeah.
video is actually unreal.
Yeah, and
you
then-
see the cars falling in.
There's no cars on the bridge.
They said 29 people died and the cars fell in.
No, only 7 construction workers went in the
Oh,
water,
I
and
guess
only
my
2
article was ass.
2 recovered.
Unreal.
Yeah. So there's 5 construction workers that have not been
Dang.
accounted for who are considered dead at this moment.
That video's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
did you
bridge-
read on how they freaking just did that? They just like didn't see the freaking bridge. They just ran into it.
No, so they released footage today that they lost power. That they have a caller saying, we're getting calls or Mayday reports from the cargo ship coming that they keep saying they're losing power and they're losing their steering, and that's why they said get everybody off the bridge.
Dang, that's actually crazy.
Yeah. And so only 7 people went in the water, only 2 were recovered safely. The other 5 are considered dead
Jeez.
at this point. But yeah,
That's insane.
it hit it,
Jeez.
and it's funny because like people are like, oh, that's not fast, but it hit it at 9 miles per hour. But the tanker itself weighs
5 billion tons.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
No, literally.
so 9 miles per hour. If you put that into like a regular car, they're going like as fast as the speed of light. Hitting.
Yeah, there's really nothing that can
Jeez.
stop that much mass
Yeah.
Oh, no.
instantly.
Yeah.
It's gonna crush anything in its way.
Oh.
That's tough, man.
Today.
Also, more news dropping today, which is funny. Well, not okay. holy
Ooh.
crap. I shouldn't say funny.
Yeah.
I kind of laughed at it, but it was
Oh shit.
because in
dude.
my opinion,
Because
it's
you're an
funny.
evil person.
I don't
but
know what's going on.
There's reports of like random people in New York just like walking down the street and just socking women in the face and then leaving.
What?
Yeah, you guys not hear about that?
No.
Do we have video?
We have pictures of like the women covered in bruises, but
Like
Who
they just
knows?
walk up and just deck.
yeah.
Oh,
Literally,
I actually saw a TikTok the other day. There was these two teenage girls just going in their car and just hitting people on the sidewalks. Like they just veer off the side and just like.
Oh, and they were laughing.
Yeah,
yeah,
you see
I
that
saw
video
that
too?
actually.
It was actually crazy.
That's insane.
It was like
Yeah.
two black women. It doesn't matter what race you are. I was just declaring, just for visual
I mean,
purposes.
I
And then they were like,
any other
"Get
race.
this man!" And then they literally just turned around and they just, like, literally just he wasn't.
That's
his like
insane.
back was towards them. They just hit him. You see him flip over the car. Like
That's
it's crazy.
They actually let the thoughts of 10 points,
No,
100 points
literally.
get to him. Jeez.
I saw it and I was like, "Wow, that's unreal." Okay, sorry to cut your story off.
No, you're
You
good.
too.
Like, that's literally all I wanted to say is that people women in New York have been reporting that men have just been socking him in the face, and I'm like,
Jeez.
how do we know it was
You
men,
think for
though?
good reason, maybe?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe not, though. Who knows?
What similarities do these women share?
they're all white.
That's fair. It's probably why they were annoying.
Hmm.
For real.
Got 'em.
Yeah.
Got 'em.
That's insane.
Interesting.
No, yeah.
Well, should we move on? Well, let's just have a quick chat. And by quick chat, I mean a good chat. You know what I'm
A
saying?
good chat. I'm
Aw.
excited.
That was
Sorry,
so
folks. I
loud.
just was getting
Nice.
comfy.
Right. So, let's rewind. Let's paint a picture. 4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
4 weeks ago.
we took a trip as the Peniaphobia pod hosts
We did.
out to a famous location in eastern Utah.
Northeastern.
Eastern Utah.
You can tell when he talks, he's smiling. He's like,
Me?
Me?
he's like in Eastern Utah.
We went to possibly the most paranormal place in Utah.
In all of freaking Utah.
In all of the
Let that sink
Western
in.
Hemisphere.
Damn.
That's like
Damn.
that's
We're
like
talking-
Colorado to California.
We're talking
Ooh.
aliens.
Oh,
We're talking
shit. Mythical
aliens.
creatures.
We're talking
Paranormal.
things that come from space.
No.
Oh, shit.
We're talking about UFOs.
elves.
Oh,
Santa Claus.
shit.
Talking about skinwalkers.
Oh.
Now this place is called Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh my gosh, that was so
That
cute.
was harmonic.
That's
dude.
kind of heat.
Let's do it again. All three of us ready? All four of us ready?
No, it's
We
not gonna
can't
be
do
good
it
second time.
again. Come
Well,
on.
we can cut it and fix it, dude.
No, it won't be as
No.
good.
Anyways,
Yeah, anyways.
so who wants to start us off with that?
With what in particular? Our experience at the place?
Let's talk
Or
about-
maybe a little background
Yeah.
lore, you know?
We're gonna add some lore if
Okay,
you don't
good.
know what Skinwalker Ranch is.
Good.
Now this is a ranch, 500 acres ish,
Mm-hmm.
12, yeah.
decent sized ranch.
Not small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If
Pretty
you don't
big.
know what a ranch is, that's where they have cattle.
I usually
animals.
Dip my pizza in it.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the stupidest thing you could have ever said on this podcast.
Why?
That's
you don't
insane.
like pizza and
Who?
ranch?
No.
It's pretty
No.
good.
That shit heat.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
What are they
It's
talking
insane.
about?
That's like putting ketchup in your macaroni and cheese.
I actually know a couple people that do that shit.
I hate
Ooh.
that.
Well, you
but I
should
love
probably not know
pizza
them
and
anymore.
ranch.
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
So, anyways, Skinwalker Ranch. We're gonna give you guys a little backstory. We're gonna talk about what, where, how, why,
Yeah.
when, everything about Skinwalker Ranch that you need to know. We visited it. We got up close and personal
Mhm.
with the Skinwalkers. We talked to them and shit.
Stay tuned.
I got my ass grabbed
for our
and
story.
Nick said it was not him, guys. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So we're gonna start off with the dawn of time, back in 1 BC.
Damn.
Wait,
Our
that's
Lord
like a
and
not on a
Savior.
time. What the heck?
I actually have no clue. So yeah, let's talk about it. Skinwalker Ranch, 512 acres.
Also known as UFO Ranch.
Oh.
To some people, maybe that will help you think.
Really? I've never
Yeah.
heard of it like
It's
that.
also
Pretty
known
cool.
as UFO Ranch
Okay.
due to its untestable 50-year history of
Due to
odd
its
events.
What?
testicles?
What is that
What the
word?
Untesticle.
Unstensible.
Unstensible.
Is that a word?
Ostensible.
He's making this up on the
May I
spot.
read that?
Don't read it.
Unstensible.
I don't know if I like that word. I don't like that word.
It's literally ostensible.
Ostensible.
Okay.
English majors hit us up in the chat.
Sub-
Tell us what
it
we're
literally
wrong.
says, look at- Where you say
I don't
UFO
believe
Ranch.
Okay,
So yeah,
anyways.
UFO Ranch, Skinwalker Ranch, whatever you want. It's a ranch. It's been passed down.
Oh, ostensibility? No. I'm
Like, no, boy.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
So it's a crazy ranch in northeastern Utah.
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about the owners. We're going to talk about the experiences, the dreams, the aspirations.
Shit.
So this ranch was owned. The earliest known owners is Edith and Kenneth Myers.
Mm-hmm.
They sound spooky.
You've heard of them, you know them,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't.
We're like a black choir over here, dude. Alrighty, yeah. Edith and Kenneth Myers owned it from 1934 to 1994.
Damn, they were some old frickers, damn.
Long
60
time.
years.
They must have had some spooky experiences.
We'll
But
never know.
not.
Not?
There's
Alright.
not a lot of known on their time owning it.
Oh, shoot.
Stop freaking acting like you've never heard of this shit.
I gotta play it
No.
out, dude.
He hasn't, dude.
But if I'm
What?
wrong on that, let me know.
No, you're
Yeah.
correct. The only, like you said, there's not a lot known on them. The only thing that we know is that for some reason or another, the ranch they owned or the house they lived in on the ranch had bolts and locks on every single door and window. That's literally all we know.
That is true.
Chris,
Oh, shoot.
make up a story for them. Go.
For who?
For those people that live there that didn't have any experiences.
believable.
Go.
Oh, like, this is for real?
Like,
Yeah.
then you're
Just make up-
Kenneth Myers.
Which
Tell
is-
us your story.
Off the top of your head,
Alright.
go.
We're just gonna
All right, so
Throw
my
some-
boy Edith and my girl Kenny.
wait.
I'll play. I'll play. Hey, you never know. Does it specify who? That's all I'm saying. All right, so you know, they had their windows barred. You said barred and chained.
Yeah.
Mars.
Frig.
No, not their slaves. Their windows.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I guess it was the 30s, man. Who knows? Maybe those were what Skinwalkers. Nah, I'm playing. All right, we're playing. Nah, but yeah, my boy Kenny and my girl at Edith, they were living, you know, for 60 years, and they, from what I've heard, you know, there's a massive like cult and like mob down there in northeastern Utah. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I think they go by like the
The U?
LDS.
The
Oh,
Ute
shoot.
Indians?
Yeah, the Ute Indians.
Oh, shit.
The biggest mob in Utah.
Oh,
And from what I've heard, they had this ranch, obviously, because underground, you know, that's where all their shit went down, you know what I'm saying? That's where they hid all of the Utes,
Yeah.
you know?
What is
And
happening?
I don't really know.
Guy's making
And
up
yeah, and it's unreal because they used to launch like secret, like hidden attacks on people. Have you ever heard of 9/11?
That's terrible.
gosh, we got a grade A conspiracy theorist
Yeah.
on our podcast.
And
Wait, what if it wasn't really Iraq, dude?
that's what I'm saying. They were brown,
Damn.
you know, and it's
They're-
kind of
wait,
unreal.
So if I remember correctly, if I remember in church, everybody is related to Adam and Eve, right? Which means
You mean Kenny and Edith?
Edith Myers. Doesn't that mean that it really was them that did 9/11?
Yeah, because
Mm.
they spermed out of them personally, and that's about how crazy they were. I won't get into the details because, you know,
Probably
okay.
shouldn't.
I will
Yeah.
get into the details.
all I'm
they were
saying,
spermed out.
they also were known as the Communist Party back in the day. But
That's
that's a story for another day.
that's a crazy story.
They were
Dang.
actually some unreal people. I actually had
Choo-
the pleasure of meeting
Was
them.
the Earth flat back then too?
Actually, yeah, believe it or
It's a
not.
little crooked
Okay.
triangle.
Wait, so what kind of dinosaurs were they then?
The Bronchiosaurus. They were pretty tall. They were eating
From
shit.
the Bronx.
The Bronchiosaurus. Dude. Shit, but yeah, that's personally all I know about them. It's not too much,
Okay.
but it's a little lore on the
Yeah.
story of all them. Yeah.
So not a lot.
Yeah, it's just a little bit off the top, you know.
Napoleon over there down there.
Just from I did my report on back in the day.
Didn't Napoleon conquer that 500 acres?
Oh, Napoleon was actually Kenneth's middle name.
He is Napoleon.
There's
Unreal.
That's an insane story. I mean,
No, yeah, it's
choose to
actually-
believe it or not. I don't know.
You know,
I mean, it's pretty believable if
pretty
you actually do the
crazy.
research.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they owned it for
60.
60. Yeah, was it?
60 years.
Mhm.
Not a ton of factual stories on them, other than the one you just said.
Mhm.
Unreal.
Not a lot known because obviously this is like no anything, no electronics, nothing.
Oh,
There was a
yeah.
few story like the windows were barred up. No, really, a lot of people know why.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to say something, Jesse? He's acting like he's like.
I'm reading over here.
He's fact checking you.
No. I'm just making sure we're gonna when he jumps. We're good.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's move. Who bought it? Who bought the
Okay.
thing off?
So they
So
sold it in
their next owner.
1994
Okay.
to a man,
A man.
and woman
A man
and
his
child
Okay.
named Terry.
Is Terry the
whole
man or the
family's
woman?
named Terry.
Terry Sherman.
Terry
Sherman.
and Gwen Sherman bought it in 1994, and this is where
Shit gets
Our-
down.
our story basically takes place.
Shoot.
This is
Okay.
where the tea progresses.
This is where the tea was spilled,
Oh shit.
This is where the ketchup.
was squirted,
This is where.
the relish was spread,
This is where.
the fries were dipped.
This is where.
He was swallowing.
Okay,
Dark term.
so let's talk about this. Okay, so Terry and Gwen Sherman owned it from 1994 to 1996.
So only 2 years.
Only 2
You're
years.
telling me a lot of stuff went
And-
down in these
yes,
2 years?
And in these 2 years, Terry Sherman kept a journal with every single thing he encountered. And
What a bitch.
Sounding like Spiderwick Chronicles up
Yeah.
in this
For
bitch,
real.
dude. For real.
and every single thing he encountered in those 2 years. And
Oh god, okay,
and
sorry.
yeah, so let's talk about the very first encounter he had. When the day he actually moved onto the ranch itself.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so
All right. It's a pretty crazy story.
That's insane, actually.
so Terry Sherman,
Okay.
they finally get their house, their ranch, and they drive down
Really?
to it. And they're like-
Really? They didn't
Yeah,
walk?
No, they drove down. Okay,
There's cars back then?
1994.
Oh,
dude.
my bad. They said 1894.
Okay, and they get to the ranch, and the first thing that he writes down in his journal that he noticed was, oddly enough, what I first noticed is that every bar and window in this house was chained up with padlocks. Yeah. Probably Yale, dude. They're a good company. Yale locks.
Yell like the college?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Damn.
For real?
And so,
That's what they be doing up in
yeah.
there?
And obviously, if you're owning a ranch, you're gonna have cattle. So that's what his life was. He was a cattle rancher.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He be
I would have
raising
never
them.
guessed.
Yeah, and so he was, moving his cattle down, and then he was with his brother and his son and his wife all outside of the house.
Oh, shoot.
They're looking around at their farm and everything, seeing their big fence around their property, and then in the corner of their eye, they see this giant creature basically walking out of the forest, and they're like,
What's wrong?
he's like,
Wait, what out of the forest? I missed that, sorry.
What happens in the forest stays in the forest.
so they
Oh,
see this
shit.
giant creature coming out of the forest,
Really?
And they're like, what is? They thought it was a bear at first because how big it was.
Oh,
okay?
shit.
Yeah. So they thought it was a bear, but it turned out to be a wolf. A wolf the size of a bear. Basically Jacob from Twilight.
A big
Size.
wolf.
Damn.
We're talking about XXL double whopper
I'm Team
wolf.
Jacob for real.
Oh, shit. Me too, actually. He is so much hotter than Edward, dude.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
is happening?
Every once in a while, I'll go watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl just to see young him. No, I'm playing, dude. Calm
She kind
down.
of fumbled
Catch
the
a
bag in that book,
case.
dude.
She's also ugly as literal shit.
Yeah,
So
she fumbled the
she has
bag
no
because he
taste.
was he wanted her even though she had no good points of view.
yeah, he
Hit
was
the
also like 13. Like when they first met in like the
Yeah.
movie, like for some reason she was like 16. He was like 13. Like,
I'd
she was,
catch a
like,
case.
Sharon Paul was
then
she-
Jacob
Actually,
latched
you know
on
what's
to her
funny
kid.
that we're talking
Yeah.
about that?
Sheesh.
And then he just imprinted
reason-
on that
That's
shit.
insane,
The
yeah.
reason they're called werewolves is they're actually skinwalkers. They're all
Oh.
Native American in that
Oh,
book.
damn.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, damn.
no
Shit.
So anyway, back to the story with the big old
Yeah,
wolf.
what happens to this wolf, dude?
So this wolf was pretty large, dude.
Okay.
The size of a bear is what they is
Shit,
recounted
okay.
in.
Really?
Oh, okay.
And the wolf starts walking up to them, and instead of feeling fear, thinking, "Oh, we're about to die," or "We have cattle, and it's probably gonna go for the cattle. We have to kill it." All they felt was calm. That's what he says. In his book.
Really?
They felt calm, and the wolf literally walked right up to them. Right, started walking past them like nothing was happening, and they started petting it. It's recounted in his book that they just started
Whoa.
petting it.
They got some balls.
Mm-hmm.
Like a puppy.
And everything was like fine. Like they didn't feel scared or anything with this wolf. And then next thing you know, the wolf sees a little calf sticking his head out of the fence of the area, and the wolf just full on lunges, grabs it by the head, and basically starts attacking it.
shit. Like shaking it
Yeah.
around like
Bites
a toy.
its head off and shit.
Basically, and they start grabbing sticks and guns. So they
Sticks?
first they grab
Sticks.
sticks and they start hitting it. But then after that, they realize that we're
I feel
doing
like you're
it. So he
making
grabbed
that
this
part
gun,
up.
and he starts shooting at it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And
With
he
what
shot
type
it.
of gun?
What gun was
Grr.
this?
I don't know. I've never heard this story
Probably a
before.
50 cal.
No, first it was a Magnum. You know what I'm saying?
It was a Beretta, actually.
No,
No,
it wasn't.
I heard
It
Magnum
was a
in
Barrett.
the. In
It was a
the
Barrett.
all
No,
right.
it wasn't.
So
I
a
know.
pistol of
It was
some
like a
sort.
Colt or
An
a
elephant
Smith
gun.
& Wesson.
And then he tells his son, right, to run in and
Yeah.
grab his, what was
30-06.
it? 30-06, yeah.
Exactly.
So blasting that dude.
I thought you never heard the story. What happened?
Well, I have to
Oh.
tell you what kind of guns he was using. So.
So in that 5 seconds, you read the whole entire story. Okay. Let's
Yes,
hear it.
ma'am.
He's just a gun.
Oh, you want me to continue?
No, I'll continue.
Okay, good. This isn't my
So
story.
he grabbed his 30, and his son runs in the house, grabs his 30, and he's like,
Grabs his sturdy. He's getting sturdy on that shit.
and he goes,
Stein.
and the wolf is starting to run back into the forest, and he starts
shoot.
unloading his entire freaking rounds all into his
Yeah.
freaking beast.
Really?
And he knows for a fact, he says in his book that he hit it twice at least.
'Cause
he
chunks
saw
of flesh,
giant chunks
yeah.
of flesh flying off of his
That's
That's
insane.
shit.
That
body.
vision's
And
crazy for real.
He said that the animal looked like it wasn't phased at all. It just kept running.
Damn.
And the son and his brother all saw the three men run into
Mhm.
the forest chasing after it, and they're like in the book or his journal it says we were never closer but we were never far.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. And so while they're running, and then they finally got far enough where they felt like if they continued any farther they were gonna die. Like
In their hearts, they felt that?
basically
Dang.
they dread is what they said. And so they decided to turn back, and that's when shit goes down.
Oh, frig?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Really?
Alrighty.
It gets worse.
It gets
Oh,
worse.
fuck.
Alrighty. So, Nick, you're taking over from here on out.
All right, Nick.
So yeah, that's the first story.
Yeah.
They had a big encounter with the big old wolf.
Big bad wolf.
They went home.
Mhm.
They
Home.
got unpacked, went to bed
Went
that night.
Shoot.
Then I don't know if this is the next day. I don't know the time period of each story.
Okay.
Basically, he went outside checking on the cattle,
Okay.
all that fun stuff, and he said one of the cows was dropped dead.
Whoa.
Gorgeous. Dead.
Damn.
Laying on the ground,
Whoa.
Deceased?
deceased.
Damn.
And basically said that it was like surgically just cut, no blood inside, very suspectly dead.
Shit.
Very
Dang,
sus.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What, for 19, maybe still 94? Just freaking unreal cut, right now?
Yeah, basically like a freaking surgeon did it, but it's like we're out here in the middle of nowhere.
What kind of
True.
cut are we talking? Like
Like a low taper fade?
We're talking about weight.
some wagyu.
Oh, shit.
Wagyu,
Prime
yeah.
rib?
Right.
Nah, but you said it was cut in half, like fully, just gone.
So think of
Was
like
it?
a cow.
I didn't think
I'm
it
not.
was.
I have no idea.
do
I have
this.
no idea.
All
Think
right,
of
continue.
a cow,
Okay.
and then if you see the cow in your head, right?
Okay.
Okay. And now
What color of
imagine,
cow?
Black and white.
Okay.
Okay. And now imagine that cow, just the back half gone. There you go.
Someone
That's how it
stole
was.
its gyat?
Yeah, it's like somebody copied and pasted that, or just copied
Oh.
the back half of the cow and then removed it.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Strip
Yeah.
chop
So like
that.
went into Microsoft Paint and like highlighted
Exactly.
it.
But
And just,
in
okay,
real
I'm
life.
feeling it.
But in real life.
So
Straight.
that precise,
Right.
dude.
That is
Microsoft
precise.
Paint type precise.
That's crazy.
It's unreal.
Some Bob Ross type paint. Right?
That's
Okay.
insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
You
story.
said no blood at all.
Yeah, it was like drained of blood.
Whoa. That's
There was
actually
like no
whack.
blood laying on the ground though or anything.
You know what else
There's
is
no
drained of
puddles
blood?
or anything.
Oh shoot.
So anyway, there was
Maybe it
that.
was Edward and
He had a
was
lot of
starting-
little stories happening. There's another story where like farm equipment would go missing,
And
Like,
be in a tree, right?
be in
I heard
trees,
this one.
or like just like scrapped or like thrown away around the farm.
Like
you have to go, like,
hundreds of
find it.
pounds.
But-
Yeah.
I heard that the equipment wasn't like light equipment, like axes and stuff like that. I heard
Yeah,
like
it wasn't
shit-
small stuff that could like be blown by wind or anything. It was big. Like
a
it would take
tractor.
a
Oh, for real?
his freaking house basically just got
Oh,
moved.
sure. Just a
Dude.
treehouse.
The Wizard of Oz type shit, dude. Dorothy was stuck under it.
Oh, and the
Mhm.
freaking ruby heels and
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Click, click.
That's
Click,
unreal.
clack. He
clack,
said
clack,
like
clack.
cows. He had an incident where like a couple bulls or whatever went missing and were found in like a silo or shed or some shit locked up.
Oh, really?
But like he didn't put them there.
Dang.
Weird,
They were
weird
just
stuff,
locked.
man. Weird stuff.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
And this is all in like a 2-year period. Like
Yeah.
he had,
And then I know about the orbs, how he claimed there was like UFOs
right.
and like portals, and he saw aliens and stuff. And my
That's
boy
right.
Terry, if you're interested in any of that, go look it up because it's actually pretty freaking.
Terry, hop on the
fascinating.
pod.
Is he still alive? Let's find out.
I'd assume if it was 1994. Probably
Well, he
middle-aged
might
man.
have been
He's
like
probably,
60 in 1994.
So you're saying
Never know.
I don't know.
So he might be like
Shoot.
90 now, or dead, respectfully.
Don't know. But yeah, because of all the freaking orbs and UFOs supposedly that he had seen, that whole area has like become known for all of the UFO sightings, more so kind of than Skinwalkers.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole area is like Native American land, and the whole valley is just known for all of the crazy sightings.
Dang.
It's a wild little place.
Yeah.
Nick, if
No,
you
it's insane.
if you had lived there for those 2 years and had all of these experiences, how would you feel?
Shit.
I didn't know this is how small the ranch was.
I'd probably be
The house.
upset.
Dang.
I thought it was an
I'd
actual
probably be
house.
moving away, to be
Wow.
honest.
Yeah. Isn't that what he did?
Look at
I mean, he only lived there for 2 years, so frick, dude.
in my
Is
thought,
that-
it was
I
like a
think
big
that's a
house.
different
Could just be a
house.
little
There was-
shed
was
or like
there-
a place for the cows.
Was there a video recording back in 1994? It's probably a stupid question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Star
What?
Wars came out in 1973, so what do you expect?
Oh shit, I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. But like, with, I don't know. If I lived there, I feel like I would do everything in my power to catch that shiz on
Yeah,
camera.
get proof.
Because especially back then, no one's gonna be like, fact or cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, fact check
Yeah.
your shiz. And so I'd do like everything in my power to somehow just get famous off of all these freaking things
Yeah.
happening.
Get
Especially in his like journal, he said like nightly something would happen.
Pull out the Polaroid.
No, literally. Look at this little freaking blue orb, guys. I told you I wasn't lying. But like
Yeah.
I feel like I do everything in my power to
No, yeah, that's smart. Sell some stuff.
honestly just make it a full attraction or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, so he had a ton of experiences over the couple years he owned it. He definitely has the most. He had a written journal and stuff, and towards the end he started getting media coverage. The world found out towards the end of his ownership.
Oh,
Terry Sherman passed away on September 6th, 2022.
Dang.
Oh, we missed
At what
it by
age?
2 years.
Did it say?
Pretty old, dude. 74.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it would be that old. 74 is pretty young.
Yeah. He
Especially
died
for
because of
nowadays.
Parkinson's disease.
Oh dang, so
Sad.
bro was given
Yeah,
So
he had those
Skinwalkers
parties.
got
Yeah.
him.
that permanent Glock. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
so let's get into it. Skinwalker Ranch.
What the fuck?
What is a skinwalker?
What is a Skinwalker Ranch, guys?
What is a Skinwalker?
Skinwalker Ranch, the name, you may be thinking, brother,
Yanadushi?
you just said skinwalker. I don't even know what a skinwalker is.
That's a scary name. Ooh.
Okay.
And you'd be thinking like, oh,
Okay.
someone who walks on my skin. Like, that's suspect AF, ka.
Oh,
Alrighty. So
And you'd be mistaken. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say what a Skinwalker is.
Ooga booga black magic black boy. It's Skinwalker.
We have
Okay.
to-
Alright, continue.
In
You're gonna
Navajo-
get canceled.
In Navajo culture, a Skinwalker, or other known as Yi Nal Delushi,
Yanadushi?
Blushi.
is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers.
Oh shit.
Really?
Yes.
Name 3 people you know who right now are a skinwalker.
Chris, Quaid, Nick.
That's smart.
Whoa.
So yeah, basically, skinwalkers are some creatures that, you do some black magic, kill one of your freaking loved ones, and you turn into a person who can shapeshift and stuff and have incredible strength, stamina,
That's kind of heat.
all that. And you become bad and you just kill things.
Doesn't Blue Chew do the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what
Makes
I've
me
heard.
What's
a freaking
that?
demon, that's for sure.
What
Is
is
that
it?
like
Penis-
bubblegum?
Penis pill.
Yeah.
I hear Zin does that too.
It's not
6
as
milligram
bad,
caffeine.
personally. I'm kidding. I would. Okay,
6
buddy.
milligrams of caffeine. Is that what you said?
That's what the Zin pack is, 6 milligrams of caffeine or something. Those are crazy,
Sure.
apparently.
Nicotine, caffeine.
Or is
same
it
thing.
12?
Nicotine.
No!
I got a wicked
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. They
Did
have
you actually?
they
Why are
have
we talking
caffeine
about this?
Zins.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Nick's like,
But, I mean,
What the
that's-
fuck are you saying then?
Well, it's also that's not the idea technically, but I don't know why
Nick's
we're
like-
arguing about
Nick's
this.
like, I got a wicked boner with that Zin, dude.
Shut the frick up.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Double packing.
Yeah, so like he said, it gives you more stamina, more strength.
Oh shit!
But-
I actually need that shit, man, for real.
Dude,
I'm a 1 pump jump for real. How much more stamina? Do we have any
It could
confirmation?
probably push you up to 5 pumps.
Dude, I'm in. That's a 5x on the current value of the situation.
That's like 1 blue chew right there, dude. So if you took
Yeah.
3 blue chews, you're at 15.
So yeah,
pumps.
basically
Oh, yeah.
Skinwalkers, they're pretty bad people, and people wonder why Skinwalker Ranch called Skinwalkers, because there's no Skinwalkers there. It's all about aliens. To be honest, I don't know. Go somewhere else.
But that's why,
Oh.
on the other hand, it's also
Oh.
known as a UFO ranch.
Oh shit!
That's why I said that earlier.
No way, did you?
Uh-huh.
Holy.
Could you tell me what a UFO stands for?
All 3 of you.
Unidentified flying object.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
So now let's get to the nitty gritty.
Aren't they
Nigga-
called like
I thought it was
UFAs anymore?
urinary female organs for real.
What?
I thought they're now called like UFAs or something.
What does that stand
Unidentified
for?
flying animals.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What does that stand for? UFA.
It might not be.
You
that.
mean
It's
FFA?
Unidentified flying.
Anomaly.
No.
Oh, that would make sense.
think it's
Aircraft.
It
Aerospace.
might be. It actually
Automobile.
Might be anomaly. Because they're trying to make
Orphan.
it so that
Anal.
anything could mean
Autopsy. Anonymous.
unidentified flying. I don't know.
Okay.
Aspiration.
Because it could be more than just an object, I guess. I don't know.
Fair. If I like yeet.
UPA is what it is.
UPS.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
United
it is.
States Postal
So
Service.
that would be UAP.
No, yeah.
Personally,
Stupid. I'm
Why
sticking
did
with
I read
UFO.
that so bad,
I'm
dude?
not sure.
UAP. UAP. GED. GED.
GED. You mean DEGE? For that logic. Oh.
Huh?
Okay, Nick, where were we?
I have no clue because I got cut off so freaking hard.
Spooky.
So you were like,
I don't even know what freaking dimension I'm on. Like,
you were like,
what the
so
fuck?
Skinwalker Ranch is called Skinwalker Ranch because it
Oh.
sees UFOs.
I don't even freaking know. Go somewhere
Go
else.
somewhere else.
So yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Why do you all
So he sold it. Terry Sherman sold it in 1994. 6 to none other than Bigelow.
Robert.
Just Bigelow.
Robert Bigelow,
Robert Biggie.
billionaire.
Philanthropist. Just kidding,
Basically
I don't
Tony
know.
Stark for reals.
Okay.
Billionaire. Now Robert himself, Bigelow, is
Mhm.
very into paranormal activities.
Okay.
So he bought it, listening to all the stories that Terry Sherman had, and he's like, I'm gonna get my little fingies up in that. And then he sent out none other than his own team to investigate
That's pretty
Skinwalker
cool.
Ranch.
That's
The
pretty cool.
Ghostbusters?
I forgot the. We're gonna get copyrighted, dude. You can't be doing that, dude.
Come on, man.
See, I changed it.
Come on. Sure.
So he sent out a group of people
He posted in the group chat.
to investigate the ranch and see what's cooking. Good looking.
Okay.
And they basically didn't find anything.
Oh shit. Nothing.
Well, there's some stories of them
Why
saying
do you-
stuff.
why do you
but
think that?
There's no hard what do you mean think that?
No,
What do you mean
proof.
think
what are your
that?
what are your thoughts on why they
Fight.
didn't find anything?
Oh.
I
So
worried
my
about-
thoughts are, I think, aliens are smarter than us.
That's facts.
They
That's
saw
facts.
that, shoot, now we're getting all this traction.
Our safe
This big
spot.
billionaire and stuff is trying to investigate us, so people are actually trying to look for us. We have cameras on us. We ain't going to do the shit we were doing. So they dipped.
They kind of not got anything, and they kind of, all the activity just disappeared. Who's the one that picked it up in the first place? The news.
Elon
Las
Musk.
Vegas.
Oh, sorry. Las Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. So they probably all the aliens moved to the Las Vegas desert.
That's
And that's why
facts.
there's more sightings.
Gambling.
Oh shit! See, how did they make the pyramid in Las Vegas? Huh?
Ooh, wait,
Ever
wait,
think of
wait,
that? Aliens.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Yo, Egypt who?
The Doritos Pyramid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. So they didn't really
True.
get anything. There's stories of them sitting up on a ridge and they're like, oh, look at that, a portal. And then these guys, whatever of these freaking dudes are like, they say they all saw it at the same time, but like there's no proof.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
literally saw
Just word of
freaking-
mouth,
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
saw the whole NBA lineup just running out of a portal.
Oh shoot! 8'4" freaking black men.
Exactly.
Wait,
Freaking
that could be
Endermen.
taken terribly wrong.
Ooh, ooh.
Not because of the. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So it's like-
Enderman type shit.
So they studied it for about
They studied
20
for
years.
it? Is it a
No, they
test?
studied it.
20 years.
They studied it for 20 years.
Shit.
So
So,
they did a lot
until
of
yesterday?
Yeah.
Nine.
From 1996 to 2016.
Okay, yeah. I was alive during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And in 2016, Robert Bigelow sold it to none other than our
Yo mother.
our philanthropist, our boy himself, Fugel.
Brandian.
Brandy Fugie.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's my neighbor.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can you tell him hi for me?
Playing.
Yeah, he's his neighbor. He lives right by like the.
Okay, what the fuck?
Shit. Now we have to
I mean,
cut
if they
that.
just look up where he lives, they're
Cut
gonna know
that.
exactly where he is, anyways.
You're acting
Anyways.
like we've got viewers. All right, continue.
When we get
Biscuit.
viewers and then we have
True, and they're gonna be
600,000 episodes,
rewatching.
they're gonna go back and then find out where we live.
You know what? I'd be fine having a fan.
That's
show up
actually
at my house.
facts. If
One
we,
person-
Yeah, you say that now.
I'm like, if long as I'm financially freaking chilling, y'all can come visit me for real.
For real.
I'll be nice to y'all. Come on.
I'll show you my penis.
Okay. Personally, I
Okay.
wouldn't do that.
there's minors listening right now. I think we have to remove that actually, or he'll go to prison.
Okay.
Leave
No,
it
we're
in.
done.
That's such a
If you're
good
18
prank.
years old and consented, you can see his penis.
Wait, that's what I meant. When
I
you guys
still
said
feel
that.
like you can't say that online.
You know what?
Well,
Screw
I'll
the
let you-
penis, butthole instead.
The bird, the chocolate starfish.
All right, pause.
I'm leaving it in.
No way.
I'm not downloading it to the drive though.
Fucking leaving it in.
Oh my gosh.
Jesse
We're
wants
trying
you
to
to
be
see his
freaking
penis.
family friendly.
Yeah, foreskin and all.
All you
Where
underage
did we
girls.
leave off?
I feel like that's illegal nowadays. Thought it's like mandatory to get that shit chopped
So
off.
he lives. Okay, ready?
What?
All right, I'll post you.
So he lives in Utah.
Who?
Okay.
And Fugel, he bought it in 2016, and he
Okay.
owns it to this day. And he's made a couple of documentaries that are on YouTube and Netflix.
One.
You know, the Skinwalker Ranch. Well, yeah, but the Skinwalker Ranch is on
Damn.
Netflix as well. And YouTube.
It's only. I thought it was on HBO. My bad. Can we get a fact check on what Skinwalker Ranch is actually on? What
It is on
platform?
Netflix. It's
Okay,
Netflix.
Okay.
And I
it's
assume it's on
100%.
YouTube, like parts of it at least.
Dang, that's actually.
Is it
kinda
actual
cool.
or is it just people freaking
And then-
pirating it?
Most likely. And then TikTok, dude. You know,
I
those
heard
one little
Post
clips
Malone.
that they show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he owns it.
Okay.
He did a lot of investigation. He brought a lot of
Ooh.
light to it. He has a lot of coverage on it. They haven't found anything either, to my
That's
knowledge.
Just keep digging.
Go watch it on Netflix. It's all right. It's pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a shot.
I'm
Give
Got to
it a
support the
watch.
family business
Yeah,
for
dude.
real.
On
Help us out over here.
gosh. Okay, I'll follow you.
So yeah, that's the story of the Skinwalker Ranch. Thanks for. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
That's
thank
the history
Anyways,
of the
going with what
last
Chris
how many
said.
years? 90 years or something of the past.
Oh,
We don't know who owned it
Okay.
before. We don't know what happened before. We don't know if they died instantly. We don't know if aliens owned it before.
Oh shit.
I
don't
mean, aliens
know.
owned it before, but I think they're called Mexicans now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juan in Alberta for real.
Alberta.
Alrighty, time.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about our experience. We went there.
Okay, we
Us
gotta make the scary
We
one.
did?
For
No
we
ha-has.
went there 2.5 hours, 4 hours,
Cue the
freaking
scary music.
east of us, southwest.
Ooh.
We hauled. We went on a 3-day road trip. We got there.
I don't really know what you're saying. Can you repeat that?
We are driving.
You
Okay.
remember-
Christopher.
Chris is driving.
You remember
He's
that?
driving.
You remember that road? That was the final stretch, dude. Talk about it. You drove.
We haven't even talked about the beginning.
Yeah, of
Why?
course.
What else is there to say? We drove there. So what?
We only talk about our story there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were driving there. That was the idea. What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean final stretch?
To actually get into
Oh,
Skinwalker
like
Ranch.
through the neighborhood?
road.
The
Yes.
neighborhood. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about on the way home.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
No,
wow.
I'm sorry, the final
Shit.
stretch. Getting there.
Okay.
Personally,
thank
I
you,
wouldn't
thank
call it
you.
a neighborhood, in my opinion, dude.
The hood.
Ghetto.
More like just a couple of trailers put together.
True.
Yeah. So right off the bat, Skinwalker Ranch really isn't out of a city that far.
True.
You're like
Maybe a mile.
you're like maybe a mile before you hit like a red light and a gas station
No, for real.
and a bar and
A gay
People.
bar, I think.
I mean, everything
Oh,
around
just
there's genuine, like, pretty small
facts.
compared to like
Everything's
some other
pretty
stuff
bad.
around here.
That is true. It is a pretty small town. They have Taco Bell though, so it's pretty alright.
That's my favorite town.
Oh,
Roosevelt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in my day.
Mhm.
So you
So,
drove.
yeah.
Can you tell us some more?
So we
Oh,
went-
I'm the one talking.
Yeah.
You
right
drove.
now. I did
Chris, you
drive, and
take
that shit was
over.
ass. Because I was promised 1 hour drive, and it was 2.5. But we'll get into that freaking later.
But you said you were fine with it.
Yeah, because I thought it was an hour. That would make sure.
No,
I
I
was-
said you were fine with the drive either way.
Just
because
remember,
you were happy to go driving with friends. We did our road trip.
friends, more acquaintances now. Because you guys like to hang out without me. But that's also besides the point.
Okay.
All right, so we're pulling up into this, ghetto-ass trailer park, neighborhood-ass beat. It's not even a road. It's straight dirt road, you know what I'm saying? So we pull up, we zigzag up in front of these maybe 10 trailer parks.
On each side, yeah.
Yeah, and then, we pull up to this little weird, little entrance thingy. There's cameras everywhere. There's this dictionary of a sign. That's basically saying you'll freaking get murked if you, trespass. This is like the entering Skinwalker Ranch, little spooky road. And
There's
so we
a
just,
huge stop sign you couldn't pass.
yeah, so we just pull up right next to it, flashed our plates to the camera because, we're saying hi. We parked there. We parked there. I was just going to stay in the car because I don't know what the frick is going to happen. And I'm the getaway driver, you know what I'm saying? So, Nick and Jesse get out of the vehicle. And then, would you guys like to elaborate on your personal experience on the first time we pulled up?
Basically, I got a.
Okay, so we got out of the car. Chris pulls up and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna stick with the car right now because we don't know what's gonna happen." Is what he said.
Mhm.
He just said.
Smart.
We got out. He points the car down the road towards where we came from, so it'd be a quicker getaway just in case.
True.
We get out. We're recording and everything, and for some reason, our camera just kept trying so hard to focus on everything, and it was like weird. It was like EMP just messing with our cameras.
Damn.
And me and Nick were standing outside, looking around, and we're looking out down this road, and we see like this little office or like this little shack where it looks like you have to check in to go
Mhm.
through. We're like, that's weird. And while we're talking, you hear out in the woods or plains, I guess you could say, because it's flat.
Oh, shit.
We hear this. But it sounds like something just blasted, like freaking Mexican lawnmower type shit. Yeah,
That's
and
disgusting.
It kind of scared the crap out of us because you remember like while you were in this driver's seat just chilling, you hear just us two. Go,
Oh shit! Let's leave.
and you literally put that car drive before Nick's foot was even in it. It was so funny.
True.
We were driving away,
Hit the 2-step.
and yeah, he was hitting the 2-step. And while he was
Silence your
driving,
phones, please. Thank you. Continue.
and while he was hitting that 2-step, we were driving away. We looked at each house, and literally there's like a person on each porch just watching us as we drove away.
That's so over
I wouldn't say
It was
that.
like two.
I think there's
one was
one.
looking out the window, and then one was outside smoking.
We need exaggeration for the story, Quaid.
Everyone there knew we were there and were looking at us.
Well, I'm pretty sure they
True.
all knew we were there.
Well, that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah. So was I lying?
Yeah, because no one was
Well,
outside
what if they had a
except for
camera?
like
Then
one.
that means they were
Just
all
freaking
watching us.
fight, dude. Fuck.
Throw it down.
That's just 69.
Oh, we could do that.
Okay. Anyways, so we drove away and then we went around trying to find like another entrance, I guess you could say, but we couldn't find anything.
Okay.
So we decided to go back, and then we were about to leave and go back home, and then Chris is like, "I didn't fucking drive this far to just only
Is
do
the
that
profanity
shit."
needed?
That's literally what he said.
Is it
I
needed?
really don't know if that is.
I don't
say
know if
that
it's
word.
needed.
He said, "I didn't drive this far just for this." So he literally slams a hard left back into
That's
the
actually
turn.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
He said it just like that.
The
And then
fanboy Chris
Yeah.
came
we
out.
freaking
And he drives
drive
down the-
back down the road, and now there's this man. Jerk.
8 feet. 8
No,
feet
there's
tall.
actually this freaking sketchy ass dude. Doesn't have a shirt on. I'm trying to paint this picture. Maybe it's a wife beater. Can't really tell. We're a little far away. Smoking a joint.
I'm
on
gonna have
his
to have you
porch.
apologize to the student body.
I apologize to nobody for nothing. All right, and then bro's just glaring us down. I would be too personally. No one would ever go down that road, and to see the same car that they don't know go down there twice within maybe
At,
20
like
minutes.
midnight.
Yeah, very late at night too, so very sketch. And so what I'm saying, we pull back in. And then this time, we go back down the same road. We park our car in the same spot. Everybody gets out for a little bit this time because we want to catch some spooky. And then everyone's, has their camera out, they're all recording. And then I was like, all right, I've been out here a little bit long. Just in case something happens, I'm going to be in the car, be a little getaway driver moment. And then, we had some pretty good flashlights with us, so I just gave it to the boys, and, they were looking at the forest, you know what I'm saying? And I think you guys should take it from here since this is my story. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So basically, let me paint you a picture. So yeah, me and Jesse are outside of the vehicle. Quaid's out for
Stop
a
jerking
second
off.
too. And
Shit.
we hear this animal thing crossing in the field ahead of us. Basically what Jesse's making, that noise. Kind of like a little yippy yap noise.
Definitely something hurt, though.
Yeah, something acting like it was hurt. And it was like, a couple seconds in between each one. It was like moving towards the right of us across the field. And I'm like, bruh, what is that? And so I got the light, and I'm like, I'm gonna shine it. I shine the light.
Mm-hmm.
Chris in the car, he's like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
these Yanao blue sheeps, skinwalkers, they try to sound injured to lure people towards them.
Yeah, that's
We're
some
like,
lore.
That sounds injured.
They yammed. They're out there
And-
yamming in the field.
Literally, like the second that happened, it just sped up so fast. Like
Cue
to
the
where
noise.
yipping like every second. It was. It started sounding like it was like running, and it was getting louder. So we're like,
Didn't you guys hear something in
Oh,
the bushes, like start moving it too?
yeah.
Literally,
So
it
we
was like-
we jumped in the car and we're like,
Because you heard it going faster.
Hit the gas.
and you just hear stuff running. at you,
yeah, hit the
basically.
gas. Chris was in reverse, so we went backwards.
Shit. I
Playing.
personally don't remember.
He was
that.
in drive. We go, and we're like, yeah, we're never coming back here, dude.
No.
It's actually
For
terrifying.
everyone wanting to know, it'll be on screen playing.
It's getting closer. 100%. It's going like this way. What the hell? Shine your light. What the? It doesn't sound like a bird. It sounds like something's like hurt. Dead ass.
That's what they do. They do hurt things to get you lower, bro.
What the hell? I actually don't like that. It started speeding up. It actually started speeding up.
Go.
Dude,
What the
did you hear that?
I heard the like it getting faster.
No, it literally started speeding up.
Well, they literally do like dead things or hurt things to get you to come to them, like to get you to check.
Dude,
them.
that's actually
scared the
because
crap out of me, dude.
that's not a bird.
And
No.
you
It
notice
sounds like a
Did you
bird,
notice?
but
It
then
sounds
like,
like a baby coyote.
and no, yeah, it sounds like a
That's
freaking something
literally
like
what
that.
they
Like,
said. Was he on his porch again? Well, the
Yeah.
cat went on his freaking thing.
No,
Though.
Nick, did
Holy
you notice how when
shit.
it finally got right behind the tree, it started speeding up?
no, literally, like it like moved across the front of us, and then like when it got over to the right, it just started like freaking running. Like it started speeding up so fast.
All right, yeah, and
So
so
crazy.
No, unreal, dude.
And we're leaving.
Because I heard it too, even from the car. It was like injured, got really fast, heard stuff moving. We out there.
Bro was moving at Mach 3 speed.
True. And so when we're peeling out, you know what I'm saying? There was this one house that like had all its lights off the entire night. Still had its light off, but like when I was like zooming out of there, I could see this little ass freaking face in the corner of a window. Scared the frick out of me, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, actually,
So we be like screaming and shit, and I was like, dude, look at that shit. Yeah.
And then all of us missed it, but you
Yeah, I was
didn't.
freaking
You saw
pissed,
it.
dude.
huh.
But yeah, I did see it. And so picture us, we're out of the neighborhood now. Now it's literally just a dirt road a mile to the town. In the distance we see, flashing lights. And I'm like, frick, dude, the police. There's no reason the police should be down that freaking road, dude. Like, there's 4 houses there, and they're all,
Like, what are the odds we were there right when an emergency happened?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Yeah.
So I'd be
Very
assuming that either the security camera of like the gate we were by, because it had like 24-hour surveillance or whatever, or one of the many people standing outside, called the cops on us. But it was like coming fast. We were probably going 30 down the road. Probably comes at least like 50, so it zooms by us. But like we were assuming that we were gonna get pulled over, you know, for something.
Yeah.
Like, why are you guys out with this hour doing shiz or something, you know? Classic little teenager cop response type
Yeah.
stuff, little situation. And so we were fully expecting to get pulled over right there, but no, it just zooms by us.
Halls.
Yeah, like fast.
Like, he was on a 45. He was probably going like at least 80.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we pull up, we get a little like out of the road. We're like kind of entering the city a little bit, so we're at a stoplight. Then an ambulance, you know, no lights on, just turns down the road, like right where we came from, saying like those 4 houses, but no lights on, like it was just going speed limit. And so, you know, our little conspiracy theory, if you may,
Mm-hmm.
is, you know, say it's like a town thing where everyone knows that there's something, you know, wicked going on in that woods, and what we heard was actually something. So, you know, the cop was called to, you know, potentially save us or whatever, and then the ambulance was coming just for, you know, backup if something, you know, happened to us.
Like
And so that's why it wasn't speeding down. So they were just, you know, the just in case something happens to these idiots, you know, being stupid, you know. And so that's our little conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
seeing if it's like a town cover-up thing. And then leaving like the town, we thought we saw like cars following us the entire time. We were all like overthinking everything. We were getting
Yeah.
sketched out, and we were like, dude, this car's been behind us. That's a cop, dude. Like, fall.
Yeah. And
It was
wasn't
crazy.
Like, it wasn't like just trying to like psych ourselves out every single time. It was like actually like a car followed us from like that gas station to like the end of the city and then turned away. Which
Just
is weird.
random.
Yeah. And after that, we started driving out of the city, and then I freaking knocked out because I was exhausted. Chris is driving with Nick in the front, and this is where your freaking story basically takes
Yeah.
place.
Were you asleep too, Quaid?
I was trying, so I was
You're
pretty
trying.
scared.
So yeah, both of them were pretty groggy.
I was knocked out. I wasn't trying to.
And of course, you know, because we're little goons, we were freaking, you know, listening to spooky podcast on our 2-hour drive home. And it was what, 2 a.m. at this point?
Yeah.
It was late at night.
Yeah.
So everyone was asleep. Not everyone. Nick was up.
I was
We
half
were-
awake, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Now you're half awake. Okay, got it.
No, I'm 3/4 awake.
All right, and so, you know, listening to the podcast, and the podcast is talking about, you know, like, on a foggy night. And like they were doing, like, some spooky shiz.
some gnomes.
And then maybe get an hour into our drive, we pull up into, like, you know, if you guys know where Strawberry Reservoir, like, just a lot of mountains and stuff.
There's literally like nothing out there.
Yeah.
And so we pull up there, and all of a sudden, you know, the car's just hit with a brick wall of, like, such thick, dense fog. Couldn't see 2 feet in front of us, out of literally nowhere. And so I, you know, screaming. I'm like, boys, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going crazy.
I want to
Just
tell my
about
part real
pissed our
quick.
pants.
All right, let's hear it.
So we're driving. I'm knocked out, like freaking dead, sleeping, and all I hear is, "Oh crap! What is that?" And I literally, in my brain, thought we were about to get T-boned by like a semi truck or something.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what my first thought
I
was.
dead ass thought we were gonna head on collision with
That's
a semi.
unreal.
Yeah, I literally thought we were about to
Yeah.
die, and literally my first instinct when I thought we were about to die is I grabbed my phone and started recording, dude. So I grabbed it, started
Funny.
recording, and I look up and I hear. I remember when I was falling asleep. I remember hearing the story of like the fog and like he was running through the street and there's like these weird little tiny creatures running weird and stuff like that. And he was like in a thick fog, even though he was in the middle of a city.
Shit.
And I remember that. And when you guys were listening to that podcast, I woke up right when there's fog all around us, like just completely.
It was
surrounded.
so thick.
It was so thick, like I literally couldn't see more than a foot outside of the car.
like my mom. Wait. I'm
Oh.
playing.
Yeah, true. Yo.
That's actually
And
fake, so.
I was like, "Holy crap, dude!" And it was insane. And then I finally remember we got out of the fog, no other car in sight, and I fell back asleep. And I
It was
knocked out.
crazy.
Night to night.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, and now, you know, we were just screaming. I was like, dude, that was actually unreal. Because it was good for me, a good like 3 minutes in the straight fog. Couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
And then everyone, you know, goes back to bed. We eventually get out of the fog, and then we're just booling around. Maybe, 15 minutes later? Exact same thing happens.
yeah, literally
Surrounded.
right with no other freaking.
And it
car
made
in sight.
no sense, because we were already driving for an hour. You know, the weather was great.
And
Clear
it was-
skies.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it was unreal.
Nothing
So
could go wrong.
what do you think all this was?
I think that
Witches.
we have something, you know, spiritually attached to us.
We have something
from our experience at Skinwalker Ranch that, you know, may have put a negative energy surrounding us. And so, you know, if you guys see any negative things happen to you in the next little bit, you know, we need to report back. But I think that night we were extra spooked And
Do you
so
think it could have been a skinwalker?
it was definitely a sound I've never heard before off any
It
animal.
wasn't Santa Claus.
And the fact that it was there, and you could definitely hear it coming closer, and type
Yeah.
shit.
Something was coming.
He could
kinda
I don't know
scary.
if it was a skinwalker.
Could have definitely attached himself.
That's what I'm saying. So personally, I do think it was some sort of paranormal, being, if not a skinwalker, definitely something
suspect.
a little weird. Not necessarily a common thing. I don't think.
Yeah.
But that's just a theory.
A
Our
game
conspiracy
theory.
theory.
Our conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a crazy night.
Yeah.
Definitely a top 5 nights,
Uh-huh.
I think, for the boys adventure wise.
Yeah.
It was
But not
insane.
the
We almost
Freddy's.
died.
Uh-huh.
We made it out alive.
Uh-huh.
And don't forget, viewers, we did this for your entertainment.
That's
We
facts.
We did this
literally
for you.
We're ready. We were basically ready to die for you guys. So, with that in mind, leave a comment down below what you want us to
Like
try
and
next.
subscribe.
Like and fucking subscribe.
Hey, I don't know if that's necessary.
Okay.
It definitely is.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
we need freaking subscribers.
There's some breaded things listening that we shouldn't be saying it to.
And you know what? Thank you for listening. This has been one of the more serious on the podcast. I know we had a little goofy moments once in a bit, but I think overall this was a little good look on some of the spooky shit that we do. For you viewer, you in the red shirt right now. I see you.
I was like, wait, who's wearing a red shirt?
I'm in your
I
house.
know.
I'm behind you. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Turn around, turn around.
Run.
Yeah,
run,
no blue
run,
sheet.
run.
And thank you for listening. Follow us on all socials.
TikTok, Instagram, Spotify.
Don't say anything
X.
goofy, dude. Our boss will get mad at you.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's it. We're on X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Check out your nearest library near
Reddit.
you.
Check us
Yeah.
out on Spotify, YouTube.
And you know what? That is a
Wrap.